crooked or something. Like, I don't get it. I don't see anything. I don't see anyone. Sorry. Hi, hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, please do subscribe. I post new videos every 2-3 weeks. I think it's going to be a more frequent occasion in the nearest future, but I'm doing the best I can at the moment. Today I'm actually going to be talking about a topic that I'm super passionate about. I could probably write an entire book on this, and I've spoken to various people about this, and I actually want to invite you to discuss in the comments down below what you think about this. But particularly today, I'm going to be talking about why and how you should stop comparing yourself to others. Now, this has literally changed the way I view myself, the way I manifest things, the way I view my life, the way I view opportunities that come my way. And I'm not only talking about comparing yourself to people that have it better, in your opinion, but I'm also talking about you comparing yourself to people that have it, let's say, worse in your opinion. I don't know. Somebody has a small flat and you have a huge house. Somebody has a failing relationship and you're thriving in it. Yada, yada, yada. I feel like comparing ourselves to anyone at all, it brings a lot of limiting beliefs. And that's how those beliefs are created, I think, mainly. Now, I am gonna say that getting inspired by people and admiring their journeys and learning from them is a beautiful thing, and I still am all for that. I have so many people in my life and so many people on social media that I admire. I get inspired by them, and I follow them because they motivate me. And I do want to say that, you know, that's why these days we read books, we watch YouTube videos, we buy courses, we share our skills. It's because we learn from each other, and it's a beautiful thing. And the same goes when you see less fortunate people. It's an amazing thing to acknowledge that, and it's an amazing thing to be aware of what's going on around you and not live in your little bubble and just think about yourself and that's it. Nobody else exists. But that shouldn't come from oh, you're comparing yourself to other people, that's why you feel blessed. It should come from a more empathetic side. I am hoping that I'm getting my point across, because I don't want to sound like, all of that doesn't matter. I'm merely trying to state a fact that basically comparing yourself to any person, whether it's a person that you think has it better or a person that has it worse, you're just creating certain beliefs in your life, and you're just nitpicking other people's lives. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. It's very difficult in today's world to not be influenced by other people, and I'm not trying to say that other people are trying to influence you. It's all about how you choose to look at that information. For example, nowadays, like, it's so easy to just go on social media, you see that person who has a super healthy diet and you just ate Ben & Jerry's, and then you feel like, oh my god, well, what am I gonna do? You see that person who just took, I don't know, a trip to Iceland or whatever, and you always wanted to go to Iceland, and you're just like, why I've never succeeded and why I still haven't done that. And you see a person who's rocking their own business and you're just like, I want to be this successful, but they have this and that, and they're so charismatic, and you start comparing yourself, and then it's like, I'm just gonna fail at everything. And I'm not saying that everyone does that, because there are different situations and different people. But I feel like nowadays it's like so easy to start comparing yourself to not only people that you see on the internet, but to your friends as well, even to your family members. And that's how that scarcity mindset comes to life, and that's how you create lack in your life, and that's how you concentrate on what other people have or don't have, rather than concentrating on your journey. Just imagine, I'm just giving you kind of like not a hypothesis, maybe a hypothesis, just like an imaginary situation. Just imagine if our ability to compare ourselves to other people would be taken away. I feel like so much judgment and so much of this lack of mindset would be gone. People would celebrate themselves way more. People would celebrate each other way more, because you would just stop judging other people. And yes, there's a difference between, having an opinion and comparing yourself to other people, but I think you get what I'm trying to say. I think that half of the people would just be like, screw it, I'm just gonna live in a cabin in the woods, and I'm just gonna grow cucumbers or whatever, because that's what I want to do, and I don't care. Because I don't care, literally. Like, I don't have the ability to compare myself to others. I don't have that invisible scale in my mind that, and I think we all have it, like there's some kind of an invisible scale that has been put into our minds that, you measure somebody's success using that scale. You measure somebody's beauty using that scale, and it would just all be gone. You would literally take back your worth, and the world would be so much simpler without literally comparing yourself to other people. That's how envy comes to life. That's how anger comes to life. That's how doubt comes to life. If everyone would just celebrate each other and themselves and concentrate on their own journey, everything would be so much simpler. And by the way, when I said that you shouldn't compare yourself to people that have it worse, in your opinion, of course we don't compare we don't compare ourselves to people that have it worse that much, but I feel like even if you look at other people to feel grateful for something, I don't think that that's how you should come to that gratefulness. I feel like you should feel grateful simply because those things did come to your life and they were meant for you, and you manifested them into your life. And these are, gifts basically that the universe has given you. So just because somebody else doesn't have that, it doesn't mean that that's the only reason why you should feel grateful for it. I hope that I'm making sense here. But now I'm gonna share a couple of tips, just something that you can incorporate into your daily routines, something that you can do so it would help you kind of stop and mindfully decide that you will stop comparing yourself to others. Now, the first thing that I'm gonna say, and the first thing that I actually did myself, is intentionally make that decision, consciously make that decision to stop comparing yourself to other people. You don't have to start doing anything before you actually, put that thought very, very, very consciously into your mind, into your body, into your skull, into your spirit. Just sit with yourself, really think about how it has affected you in your life, to, you know, which people you compare yourself most, what you find that you're lacking when you compare yourself to other people, and then just make that decision that that's it, I'm just gonna stop. That's it, that's my life, that's my body, that's my business, or that's my job, or that's my love life, and I'm gonna try my best every single day, no matter what, you know, goes on around me. So that's the first tip, first advice that I have for you, is to just consciously make that intention to stop comparing yourself to others. That's super, super duper important, and it's gonna be more difficult for other people, it's gonna be easier for other people, depending on how deeply rooted this addiction to compare yourself to other people is. But it's the first step to actually, you know, stop doing it, because everything else that you're gonna do is just gonna crash. Now, the second thing that I did is that I started meditating for way longer. I used to meditate for around 10 to 15 minutes, and that was enough for me. But nowadays I actually do around 20 minutes every single day in the morning, which is still not a lot, but sometimes I do 20, sometimes I do 25, sometimes I do 30. If I'm really in a rush, then I'm gonna do like 15 or even 10, if like I just don't have time that day, or if there's like a meditation, a guided meditation that I really like and it's only 10 minutes. But what that has done is that I literally shut off the external world for way longer than I used to. And I use visualization. I use I cannot visual. Oh my god. And I use oh my god. Visualizations. Guys, I cannot pronounce it. And I use visualizations. No words. You know what I mean. And I use visualizations. And that has helped me immensely, because I give thanks to the things that I have in my life and the things that are already coming my way more frequently. And I didn't do visualizations that frequently before, and I can sense how much it has changed my relationship with my mind and my body as well. The third thing that I do is that after each meditation, I sit in front of a mirror. It can be just for a minute, you know, it can be for 30 seconds, but I just look at my mirror. I just look at a mirror. I look at myself with no judgment, and I just throw in some like cheeky smile at the end as well. I just try to admire myself as a person with no judgment. It doesn't matter what's going on with like my skin that day, my hair. It's morning. Everyone looks like a morning person in the morning. I just look at myself with no judgment, only love, only kindness, and don't forget that cheeky smile. Now, the fourth thing that I do, and this is actually like before my meditation, like every single morning when I wake up, I do my affirmations, and this is something that I've been doing for a really long time, but I give a hug to myself. When I'm thanking my, you know, my life, the universe, my spirit guides, whatever you want to call it, for everything that I have, at the end, I always give myself a hug, because I love myself. And that may sound crazy, like you're literally just like sitting there and just like hugging yourself. But that's an act of kindness, and that really puts you into even closer relationship with yourself. Another thing, I lost count. This is the fifth thing. Yeah, another advice that I have for you is to stop checking yourself in the mirror. Super, super duper important. Very important. And actually for me, it was harder than I imagined, because I used to be one of those people that would just like, I used to bloat a lot, and I still sometimes do bloat a little bit. And I'm a woman. Even if you're not a woman, your body's gonna change even throughout the week, throughout the month. And I used to just like, you know, check out like my abs, are they popping? Oh, they're not popping today. How's my waistline? How's like my butt or whatever. I used to like check it because, you know, I tried to be healthy, I tried to work out, but that wasn't healthy. I was literally putting that judgment onto myself by checking myself consciously and unconsciously in the mirror. So first of all, you have to make the decision consciously. You're just not gonna do it anymore, and then you're gonna stop doing it unconsciously. And it's not only about your body, it's about your skin, it's about your hair, it's about anything. It's about you know, your under eyes, whatever that may be that you are struggling with. If you're gonna consciously always check yourself in the mirror, it's gonna bring self-judgment. There's no way around it. Just try to, you know, minimize those self-checks, consciously make that decision, and you'll see how it actually become, you know, less and less automatic for you in your life. I guess you can say that. Then this is something that I haven't, you know, started or I haven't changed, but it's yoga. And I feel like if you are not doing yoga, you should start doing yoga. Whether or not you do other workouts, yoga really puts you into not only with your body but with your mind. So it's a really, really, really nice way to just honor yourself and honor your body and honor your mind and honor, you know, just your time on your mat and just feel in tune with everything. Now the 7th tip, I don't even know, like I lost count, whatever. Another advice that I have is to maybe try practicing Qigong. And if you don't know what it is, hop on YouTube. Maybe your curiosity is gonna play a role in here, but just try it. Google Qigong, try doing a very short practice, but it's basically something that has made me feel my energy on a deeper level, and it's just a very, very subtle art of feeling your energy. And after every single Qigong practice, I feel so much better, and it's just such a nice thing to have in your routine, whether you do it, you know, once a week or whether you do it once a day. It's such a wonderful practice, and you feel your energy in such many different ways, and you work with these like energy balls, and you'll see what I'm talking about, but just give it a try. And of course, one of the most important things that I did as well is I started limiting my time on social media. I started unfollowing profiles that don't necessarily inspire me and don't make me feel good, or I just don't vibe with those people. And it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with those people. It's just, you know, I'm trying to find somebody who would motivate me from in a good way, let's say. So just try to, if you're very somebody who spends a lot of the time on Instagram or any other social media platform, and you can sense that it sometimes makes you feel a bit questionable, just try to understand why and try to limit your time in there and just see what profiles you follow, and try to start a conscious conversation with yourself and, you know, see where it takes you, and just step up and literally either start, you know, deleting the people that you follow. I mean, unfollowing people that you follow, unsubscribing from people that you subscribe to and they don't make you feel particularly good about yourself, whatever that may be. Just always put yourself first. I'm not saying that in a very selfish way, but just be kind to yourself. Just don't put yourself in a situation that is not necessary for you and doesn't make you grow as a human being in any kind of way. And finally, listen to your intuition way more. I know that it's sometimes very hard and it takes time to even cultivate your intuition and how you are able to listen to it, because sometimes, you know, you have those moments when it's just so foggy and there are so many crossroads and you just don't know what decision to make. But just listen to your intuition, even if a lot of people are saying to you, you know, that I don't think that you should do it, or I think you should do it. There have been situations in my life where I didn't listen to other people and I listened to my gut, and it has worked. Just so I put it out there. And I'm actually a person that always asks for opinions. I love opinions because I feel like it can, you know, give you a different perspective, but you have to find a very healthy balance between asking for opinions, taking them into account, and then still listening to your gut, to your heart, and not compare yourself to other people's journey. There are gonna be certain moments in life where you'll have to take a risk, and it's gonna be something that is gonna be the most amazing thing in your life. And not even the most successful person in that field would have been able to predict that. So sometimes you just have to take that leap of faith. However, as I said, opinions are good. Take them into account. Just listen to your gut. So that's it, guys. I think I was supposed to have like 10 tips. I hope I gave them all, to be honest, because I know I can be a little bit like all over the place. But I really hope that I didn't tickle your brain the wrong way. I hope that I did actually get my point across, and I'm just a very big believer that you should concentrate on your journey, point blank. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't listen to other people, you know, read books, watch YouTube videos, or take opinions from other people, or that you shouldn't empathize with people, or that you shouldn't acknowledge other people's struggles. That simply means that you shouldn't put yourself into a box. And I know that when I say, you know, concentrate on your journey, it sounds like I am making you go into a box, but it's actually quite the opposite, because when all of those comparisons are just bouncing off of you, I mean, bouncing into your life, and you keep comparing yourself to so many different people, it does put you in a box. It creates so many limiting beliefs, and it creates lack, and that's how you start feeling stuck in your life. So that's it. Just you and your journey. It's gonna be sometimes faster than somebody else's. It's gonna be sometimes more eventful, sometimes slower, sometimes it would seem that maybe it's less successful, but no, it's not any less successful. It's your journey. You should honor it. You should honor yourself. You should honor whatever you do, and just give thanks to yourself as a human being, because you work so hard and you have dreams and you have challenges in your life, and only you know why you made those certain decisions, and only you know why you want certain things. And even if you would stop comparing yourself to other people, half of the things that you want, you wouldn't actually want them, and you would see more clearly. So on that note, I'm gonna end my video. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Again, if you're new here, please do subscribe. It does mean a lot, and I'll see you next time. Have a great week ahead of you guys.